My first thoughts tonight are for the Mulroney family. There are many, many people across the country tonight who are reeling and feeling a deep absence. He was committed to this country, loved it with all his heart, and served it for many, many years in many different ways. He had the courage to do big things. His commitment to this country as a proud Quebecer, to bringing people together and demonstrating the impact, but also the necessity of Canada on the world stage, and the pride that Canadians could take in it, was something that has left its mark. He shaped our past, but he shapes our present, and he will impact our future as well. He was an extraordinary statesman, and he will be deeply, deeply missed.
Tonight, I received a call from my very good friend, Marc Mulroney, who informed me of the terrible loss of his legendary father. A husband, a father, a brilliant businessman, a prime minister, a statesman. But all Canadians grieve with him because they remember his incredible story. He was the son of an electrician who, despite those modest beginnings in a working-class community in Baie-Comeau, Quebec, rose to extraordinary heights in business. Before he even turned 40, he was the head of the Iron Ore Company, one of the greatest mining companies of all time. He then jumped into politics and won the biggest majority in Canadian history, later winning re-election. But it wasn't electoral success that defined his political career, it was what he did with it. As Prime Minister, he unleashed free enterprise. He crushed inflation. He signed one of the most important free trade agreements in the history of the world with the United States of America that remains largely in place today. And on the world stage, he stood firmly on the side of freedom and against communism in the Cold War. And I know that all Canadians join with me in saying that we will miss that deep, beautiful, rich voice and that big, friendly, Irish smile.
I was an opponent of him all my political career. But in politics, opposition is opposition. It's like playing hockey. You can fight on the ice, but have a beer together after that. And we had a lot of things in common. You know, he was involved in many controversial files, and it's better to be involved than not to be involved. Many times we did not agree, but in reality, in 3 different referendums, we were on the same side. So he had a very good political career, and he had a very good personal life. You know, Mila and him had a great family, all successful kids. He was a family man. He was himself from a minority. He was Anglo in Quebec, while I was Franco in the rest of the land. And, you know, but it was possible coming from rural Quebec to move up the ladder to be Prime Minister of Canada, as he was, a very successful one. And I would like to offer to him and his family my most sincere condolences, and they can be